There's no magic tomorrow. That's one of the favorite things I like to say to my clients. There is no magic tomorrow. And what that means is that magic can only happen now. There's a tendency that people have to intellectualize. And I'm guilty too. I like to think about these things. But the thing is, the real magic, and when I mean magic, what I mean by that is transformation through intention. You have an intention, and you create transformation. Usually the way I work, it's an emotional thing. We use the emotions more than the intellect. The intellect is necessary. It needs to go along with the process, but it's not sufficient. It's not enough to understand something. I always give the example that I need to lose weight. I know how to do it. I could tell you all about it. That has nothing to do with whether I lose weight or not. I can have all the understanding about carbs and calories and exercise and all of that, but if I don't change my habits, it's not going to happen. Now, that's the same with everything. So think of it this way. We have physical reality. That's kind of the most dense level of creation, let's say, physical reality. And then we have emotions, and emotions are more physical than thoughts, but they're less physical than the body, right? But emotions can really be felt in the body pretty powerfully. I mean, people can even have a heart attack and die because they had an emotional shock, right? So emotions are kind of like the next step up from physicality into, let's say, a higher frequency. But they're divorced from the physical reality a little bit, right? They're not exactly the same as the body, for example. Your emotions aren't the exact same thing as a body, right? And then the next stage removed from that is thoughts, beliefs, all that mental activity that most of us are kind of stuck in the whole time. And so what happens is we have a tendency to think that once we understand something, then we got it, right? But understanding something isn't enough. It's actually taking the understanding, changing it into transformed emotions, which then transforms physical reality. And so there's a tendency with people to be curious, to want to know the answer to certain metaphysical questions. And then once they have a satisfactory answer, okay, I get it. And the thing is, that can be the best way to circumvent the magic that you could ever find. So, understanding something, what I'm saying, is a way to avoid actually doing something. And I know that very well with my process, especially with getting in shape. Everything else, a lot easier, right? But the more dense the physical reality, the more work it takes, right? And that's the same with the density of the emotions. So first we have to figure things out in the brain, of course. We have to come to new understandings. But then we have to let those understandings transform us emotionally. If we don't get the emotional level, then we're not going to get the magic. We're not going to get the physical transformation. When I mean physical transformation, I mean manifesting whatever you want. I don't mean just transforming your body, right? I mean transforming your physical reality, your outer life. Your house, your car, your whatever. And so there's a tendency, like I'm saying, to just stay in the mind and think that there's something that's going to be understood. But the magic can happen now. If you're ready to confront the stuckness, which usually is an emotional thing, and if you're ready to feel it, and look at some of my other videos dealing with emotions, and you'll get some tips and clues, then the magic can happen. And it's not going to happen on every issue the same way. Certain things are much more resistant to change. And, others are kind of easy. Sometimes people can have a realization, and then they experience it on the emotional level as a release, which could be laughter, which could be tears. Either way, same kind of thing. And then there's a shift in the actual life experience of the person. So there is no magic tomorrow. But right now, which is what time it always is, there's nothing but magic. And that's the good news. If you want more information on my work, subscribe, and you can check more out at Andy Sway, ANDYSWAY.com. I offer hypnosis and healing sessions in the LA area, and I offer phone sessions as well. Check out andysway.com or email me at andysway@yahoo.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.